Hey everyone, it's Jenny, and for today's video I thought I would do another nail art tutorial. Except in this one I'm actually going to do some nail art instead of just painting my nails. So in today's video what I'm going to do is a sponging gradient technique and also an accent nail stamping. So I'm not an expert at either one of those, so I'm just going to show you what I've found to work well for me. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Alright, so before we get started, I have already put the base coat on my nails, and what I've used is the Revlon ColorStay. It's just their base coat. Unfortunately, I think that this is discontinued. I don't think they're making this one anymore, which is sad because it's my favorite. I'm so sad. So I'm going to have to find another one that actually works. But for the colors that I'm going to use, I have used the OPI nail lacquer. It's called My Very First Knockwurst, and it's kind of a light, like beigey, mauvey, pink kind of color. So I've used this as my base coat, and I did 2 coats of that. And I'm also going to use the OPI Honk If You Love. Yeah, Honk If You Love. Seriously, the names on these things. But this is kind of a dark purple color, so I'm going to use that in the gradient as well. And then for the stamping, I'm going to use this color here, which is from Essie, and it's called Penny Talk. So it's kind of a metallic-y, kind of light. I really wouldn't call it a penny. It's definitely not like a coppery color, but it's a very light kind of metallic-y pink color. So I'm going to use that for the stamping, and I'm going to do an accent on that. So what you'll need for the sponging technique, the gradient, is a makeup sponge. And you can usually find these at any store. You can find them at Walmart, Target. You can find them at, pretty much everywhere that has makeup. And it's just a basic sponge. Some people will get these sponges wet. I've never found that to actually do much for me. But if you find that that works for you, then do that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to open these up, haha, and we're going to paint our colors onto the sponge. And because we painted a base coat of that first lighter color, the lighter color is going to blend, it's going to make it blend really well. So we're going to start at the bottom with some of our purple and just paint across. And you can make this however big or small you want. And then at the top we're going to do some of the pinky color. And then you just figure out where you want those colors to be. I want the darker to be closer to the cuticle. And then you just stamp across. And that's what it's going to look like to begin with. It's not very pretty, that's for sure. But you just do that a couple times. And that's what it's going to start out. Sorry, the lighting in my living room is really, really bad. So unfortunately there's a bit of shadow, but there we go. So then you're just going to put more on. We're going to do this a few more times. And we're going to do it on all of our nails. So some people, when stamping, we'll kind of do like an up and down kind of thing to really get that gradient going. Oh dear, you can kind of see it. There we go. So yeah, you just keep doing that until you get the color that you're looking for. Alright, so what I've done is I've finished the sponging and I've cleaned up my edges. Before I cleaned up my edges, I put a top coat on, and my favorite top coat, you can use whatever is your favorite, but mine is the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. I find that this one, it does tend to like eat some of the nail polish, so it's not the greatest for stamping. I'm still trying to find a really good one for stamping, but this one's really good for any of my other nail stuff. It really blends it out and makes any imperfections kind of disappear because it is a self-leveling. It's also, it dries really, really quick, so I really like that. But normally, I don't actually clean my edges. Normally I'm very lazy and I just let my edges dry, and then the next morning when I get in the shower and I wash my hair, the hair will actually cause the nail polish to peel. But I thought I'd be nice and clean up my edges for you guys, and I'll kind of show you what I do to do that. So I just get a shot glass, something that you're not going to use again because you are going to put acetone or non-acetone nail polish remover in here, and just put a little bit in there. And then you get a Q-tip. You can also use a really thin brush if you prefer, if you're really good at that. I'm not, so I use one of these. And then I just go around my edges. And I am not the cleanest. That's one of the reasons why I don't tend to do this, because I can't get really, really close. So my edges are still kind of messy. So in the morning, when I wash my hair, getting ready for work, it'll be a lot cleaner. But for right now, this will work. So you just go around with your whatever nail polish remover you prefer to use. I use non-acetone because I find that acetone really dries out my nails, and I just hate that. I have thin nails to begin with, so they break really, really easily. So just go around until you're happy with it. And that's as good as we're going to get. There we go. So fairly clean, at least. Alright, so now on to the stamping portion of this manicure. If you wanted to, you could definitely leave it just as this. I mean, a gradient's really cute. You can definitely do that. But I want to go a step further, so I'm going to stamp the accent nails. And what I'm going to use today to stamp that is going to be the Essie Penny, what is it? Penny Talk. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. I'm also going to use a stamping tool. This is a Conad stamping tool, and it's got a large end and a small end. I usually use the large end. It's nice and cushy and squishy, and yeah, I just got this on Amazon. It also came with a scraper, but I really, really hated the scraper. It was a metal scraper, and it would scratch my plates, so I got rid of that, and I replaced it with an old gift card. So it's just, you know, a card that I no longer needed anymore, but it's got a nice flat edge, so it scrapes really, really nicely. You're also going to need a stamping plate. Now this plate is, I think, from Monster Mash or something like that, and it's called Mash 46. And we're going to use this image here. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of a swirly flower. So, I thought it'd be pretty. So, what you're going to do, you're also going to need some acetone or non-acetone nail polish remover. I use just this stuff here. And I'm going to pour a little bit back into my shot glass that I normally use for cleaning up my edges. And you're going to use this to clean your little stamper in between stamping, just to make sure that you don't get any residual nail polish from the other one onto your other nail. So what you'll do is take your nail polish and you just scrape off the extra and you put it on the image that you want. You're just going to paint across. And then you're going to take your scraper and scrape off that excess. And then you're going to take your stamp. You're going to roll it across. And then you're going to get an image on your stamper. Now this one's not that great, so I'm going to try it again. So you're going to take your nail polish remover and you just clean it off. So it's nice and fresh. And you clean off your stamping plate as well. And then I like to just take a napkin in between and kind of dry things off and get all that extra out. There we go. Nice and clean. Alright, so let's try that again. So, nail polish on. Oop. Nice scrape. And then press and roll. Yeah, that looks much better. And then you're going to line this up however you want it. And then press it on. And you roll across to press it on. Ooh. That looks nice and pretty. See? Very pretty. Alright, so clean up in between. Clean, clean, clean. Get all that extra nail polish out. Wipe it down. Wipe this guy off. Oops, let's get that out of the way. Take our nail polish and put it in there. And then scrape it off. Press this on, roll across. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, and then we're going to line this up and roll across. Alright, so that's that nail. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little easy to do manicure. I mean, it's a little more complicated than just painting something on your nails. I think it's kind of fun though. I'll probably leave this on for a few days and then do something else. I'm that kind of person. I get bored pretty quickly. But yeah, if you like this, please like, share, subscribe. Share this with your friends and family. Let me know in the comments if you have any other nail art things you'd like me to try. I'm always willing to try stuff. I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Alright guys, well I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Be good to each other, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!